Hi, welcome back. Welcome back to my channel. It's me, Chioma. If you hear the laundry going on in the back, please just ignore that. Hopefully this mic is enough and it's doing the noise canceling thing so you guys can hear my voice. I am back with another video because I'm not gonna lie, both sides, both men and women lately have been taking huge L's in the public eye. I don't know, the whole the gender wars actually make no sense because both sides have been taking a lot of L's. It's hurting both sides. Like, as someone that's out here in this dating market, I could tell you it's trash. I mean, I can only speak for myself as a woman, but from what the men are saying, it's trash for them too. So it's like, why are we doing it? Like, who's benefiting? I could tell you it's not women. I don't know. Maybe the men feel like they're benefiting, but I know for a fact women are not benefiting. So, but that brings my topic of today. I have been seeing how with the L's women are taking, other women are reacting to these situations and are bashing those women. Like, they're not even doing it like, oh, out of care, out of concern. Like, no, they're sometimes it feels like they're actually taking pleasure in being able to bash another woman and be like, oh, you should have known better. It's like, damn, wasn't that narrative the men were using just a little while ago? And now we're using it on ourselves? That doesn't make sense to me. That doesn't make sense to me at all. Especially because it's not even helpful. It's not helpful, right? I remember watching a video that Jackie Aina had put out on her TikTok, and she was talking about how, people be talking to these influencers crazy and acting like, oh, like tearing them down when they make mistakes or when they make moves that you wouldn't have made. Because it might not necessarily be a mistake, it might just be a different decision than you would have made. And people act like just so rude to them and tearing them down, but then also trying to be like, oh, we're your friends, we're trying to help you. But like, we're not talking to them like we're friends. And that is so true. I'm going to bring up a couple situations. We're going to talk about Young Miami. We're going to talk about Liz, Halle Bailey. Yeah, Halle Bailey. I'm sorry. All the Halle, the Halle, the Haley, then the Bailey, the Barry, then the Bieber. I be confused. Okay, but it's Halle Bailey. Okay. And who's the last person? Okay, it was this video I saw on TikTok about a girl that got dined and dashed on with a $1,000 bill. I think the video was actually a skit or whatever in the end, but the point still remains, right? So, with Young Miami, with everything with Diddy, people are not taking it easy on her, which I kind of understand because, when you put yourself on a high pedestal, you're like this, you're like that, I'm a city girl, I'm a city girl, you should not be getting caught up in this. But the thing is, the city girls have always kind of ended up like this. It's very rare to see city girls actually kind of make it out of this life, and usually they would have left earlier, or they have to completely go out of the public eye and just have a quiet, home life where they get married to a regular dude, have kids, and just raise their kids in silence and just move away. They have to move away from the previous life. They have to move away from how they used to do things before, right? I was watching this other YouTuber's video, and she was talking about they have to move away from the male gaze, and that is true. They have to move away completely from relying on the male gaze for them to be able to make it work afterwards, because they have already put themselves in such a situation. Because men aren't really, they're not that reliable. Like, the male gaze is not a reliable source of much of anything, right? Like, in the long term. In the short term, yeah. If you're hot, you're the it girl of the moment, yeah. But in the long term, it's not gonna give you anything, right? So it's like, for Young Miami to be able to get what she's now saying that she wants, which is she says she wants to get married and settle down, and she's posting that she's going back to school, she's trying to take education seriously. For her to be able to get that, she has to completely move away from the male gaze. right? And just kind of have a restart. Have She has to like start over again. But that's because of the life she lived before, and the places she put herself, and everything that's coming out about Diddy. And people are like, you were involved, because it's kind of hard to believe that she wasn't involved. Seeing as just a couple years ago she was posting all these things about him, talking about him all the time. So it's kind of hard to believe that she wasn't involved. But seeing as everyone believed that she was involved, she would have to completely move away from the male gaze, and maybe even just from the public eye for a while, and social media, just to be able to recuperate some of her, I don't even know what to call it. It's like her good name, you know? Because that's the thing about men when it comes to women. They will bash you, they will praise you, but bash you, right? It's like how they support porn but hate porn stars. Like, that doesn't really make any sense, but that's how they do things. So that's for young men, right? But then you see the way women are talking to her. Women are talking very crazy to her. Like, because now they see her as she's been brought down, she's been humbled by everything going on with Diddy. They're talking crazy, very crazy. And I just feel like a lot of women have been in similar situations where their good name has been soiled by a man, by them allowing a man close to them. So I don't know why women feel like they should hop on. Just leave the girl alone. Just let her find her way and make change. Let her do her best, because at the end of the day, this is all our first lives, and we're all trying our best. We're doing what we feel we have to do. That's just what it is. Now, the second person, Liz, with everything that's going on with her baby daddy slash fiance slash husband, I don't know, cheating on her, I felt like the response was very cruel. A lot of people were waiting for that girl's downfall. And this situation proved it to me. The way people were talking crazy to that girl, for what? For what? They were talking very crazy to her. Like, even though, yeah, she made a mistake, or maybe not. Like, she's the victim in this situation. He cheated, but people were talking shit to and about her. But he's the one that cheated, though. He cheated. He's the bad guy in this situation. But still, people were making her to be a bad person. Talking about, oh, she's going back to him. She never said that. But people did not want to give her time and a moment to be able to digest everything that she just went through and make her decisions in peace. People were glad to be able to insult this girl. People were glad, so happy to tear her down and talk shit. Somebody that spent at least 3 years. I think she's been on the internet since 2021. So that's like what? 4 years now? 4 years trying to hype up other women and make them believe in themselves. This is the payback she gets. Talking shit, a ruined reputation, her fans abandoning her, when all she needs is time. Just a moment to be able to think of her situation and make a decision. You don't even know the decisions she's making, but because she's not making it fast enough, you feel like you should be able to make that decision for her. And then talk shit on her for not making that decision fast enough. How does that make any sense? And then Halle Bailey, right? Suddenly everybody's better. Suddenly everybody has been better in their relationships. Nobody has gone through depression. Nobody has had any suicidal thoughts ever. Everybody's just perfect and amazing in all their relationships, even when they're with a toxic man. Everybody is just mwah, mwah, mwah. Just chef's kiss. All your relationships have been perfect. You've never done anything wrong. You've never been crazy. You've never been mad. He's trying to paint her as crazy, and women are buying it. Ain't that some shit? Women that are always painted as crazy. This girl was in his messages begging. She was begging for help. Did he help? No, but now he's using those same messages to paint her as crazy, and you are falling for it. How does that make any sense? How? How does that make any sense? You're falling for the bullshit. And then that last girl, she got dined and dashed on. To be honest, the whole situation was kind of like, what is going on? But it was really the response that got me. People were like, oh, you should have known better than to order $600 caviar. But when the dude responded, he wasn't even pressed about the caviar. He did not care. But y'all cared because you don't think she should be able to order $600 caviar. The dude was not pressed about the caviar. He wasn't pressed about the money. He was only pressed about the situation and the fact that she was texting somebody else while on the date with him, which, okay. I don't know why she was doing that, but y'all were talking shit like you've never made a wrong decision or you never been caught talking to somebody else while in a situation with one person. Like, it's all so crazy. It's all so crazy to me. It's so crazy to me. And the question I have for this video is, are women allowed to make mistakes? Like, can women make a mistake, learn from it, and move on? Like, I don't know, is it possible? Like, can we give women some space, the opportunity to make a mistake, learn from it, get her lessons from it, and move on? Because at the end of the day, as long as there is life, there is a way. Like, no situation is permanent. So if she goes through something, she can always make it into a better situation. Like, no matter what anybody is going through, it can always become better. So it's like, why is everyone acting like, oh, these women made mistakes, oh, that's it, they're done. And even if they are, girl, it's not your life, it's theirs. Like, that's their situation. Why are you bringing them down lower? And I think it's because a lot of you are insecure and you look at all these celebrities to boost up your self-esteem. So when something happens to them, you're upset because it shatters the illusion. But then you take it out on them. You now think, oh, you're better than them because they made a mistake that you feel you would not have made, even though you probably would have made that mistake. But you feel you would not have made it. So now you feel like you're better than them and you need to humble them, even though they just got humbled by life. They just got humbled by life. Let them take accountability and move on. But no, that's just too much. You need to humble them even more. You feel the need to degrade them because you feel like you're better than them. And the only reason you feel that way is because you felt like they were better than you before. So now that they made a mistake, now you feel like you're better than them. Newsflash, you're not. You're not better than them. Why? Like, can women make a mistake? I just want to know, can women make a mistake and not immediately know how to get out of the situation? You know, because it's literally their first time in that situation. And we're all trying our best because it's our first time doing life. Y'all act like they're 70 making these mistakes. It's their first time. Anyways, that's all I have for today. I just had that question. I just wanted to ask that question. Can women make a mistake? Can women be caught in situations that's like embarrassing? That's like embarrassing. It's embarrassing. Can we be caught in situations like that and then move on? I don't know. I'm just asking. I'm just asking. Let me know what you think in the comments because I feel like all these women should be allowed to learn from their mistakes and move on. But clearly, a lot of people don't think so because y'all feel the need to bring them down even lower. And I don't see why you would be doing that because it could easily be you in that situation. All of you are like, oh, it couldn't be me, couldn't be me. But you've been in that situation, just different. The same vibe, just, you know, a different man, different amounts of money. And maybe it wasn't about money, maybe it was about something else. But everybody's now acting like, oh, they just could never, they just could never. Bitch, it could easily, oh, maybe I shouldn't be cussing on here. My bad, y'all. But it could easily be you. So pipe down a little, relax. Like, relax. It could easily be you, sweetheart. Relax. That's all I have for today. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe the video. Well, like the video, and subscribe to the comment. Wait, to the comment, to the channel, to the Chanel. Bye.